Hey everybody, Crystal here with 31. I had told everybody that I would be back to give a little bit of a video as to one of the main reasons why I chose to be an independent consultant and be part of the 31 family. 31 really is more than just bags and totes and purses and all the amazing things that they can do for your home and for your fashion statements and for your organizations and your workplace. That's all wonderful. They are amazing products, high quality. You can personalize them. But the fact is that 31 was founded on something much deeper than that. Cindy Monroe is our founder, and back in 2003, she started 31 Gifts in the basement of her home. She worked as a direct seller for another company, but decided to do something bigger. 31 is founded, the name is founded from 31 Proverbs, and it just speaks to a virtuous woman, to the strength of women, and what women can really accomplish, not only alone, but for their family and together. And this is super important. Women need to find their place in the world as well. And, in this day and age, it's a lot easier. We're getting there with equality and stuff, especially up here in Canada, but it's not the same throughout the world. And, 31 really supports the success and the self-esteem of women, and also of young girls and of families, which is, as a single mom of two daughters and now a grandmother of granddaughter, huge. It's super important to me. So that being said, part of what 31 does is they have a charity. It's called 31 Gives. So what that is that they contribute money, donations, product to various nonprofit organizations, groups, families, throughout the countries, and it really helps to support their main goals, which is to empower women, girls, and families, and to have them reach their full potential. So there's three main charities really that spoke to me the most. Just for a little bit of background, since 2012, 31 Gives has given over $90 million in cash and product to, help their cause. That's 7% of their profit to nonprofit that supports girls, women, and families. Part of what they support is Ronald McDonald House. So as a mother that's had two children in the NICU, and then my granddaughter was also in the NICU, we saw, families struggling, and Ronald McDonald House helps, families of sick children. So the fact that 31 really, takes the heart of that family and gives back to the organizations that help those families, is important to me. Two other ones are Girl Talk and Girls Take Flight. Now these are the ones I was telling you guys hit really close to home. As a mother of two young daughters, one daughter and then a grown woman now, but both of them suffered from anxiety. My youngest also has ADHD with her anxiety and some sensory issues. So the fact that these organizations exist to help girls address these issues and give them the support they need and the support us as parents need to help them combat those issues and get back their self-esteem and get back their self-worth, and steer them away from those anger and the suicidal thoughts, and that's really important to me. Now with a granddaughter being in my life, I want to even make more of a difference and help support these charities and these nonprofit organizations that 31 does, and it's going to allow me to do so. So just a little bit of stats for those of you that aren't aware is that 50% of mental illness in girls is diagnosed by the time they are 14. I look back and think of what I was doing at 14, and as a mom that suffers from depression, that's about the time it started. And what girls are 2 times more likely than boys to develop eating disorders, commit suicide, develop body dysmorphia, all of those things. So the fact that 31 allows us to reach out and help those charities and help those foundations give back to us and give the support that we have and that we need is amazing. And I really want to actually look into starting a chapter here in Manitoba. Manitoba actually has one of the highest numbers of child mental illness in Canada. And with being the mother of children with ADHD and anxiety, and being a mother with depression, and having a daughter as well with an older daughter with anxiety, this is something that's become really near and dear to me, and I've become really involved in the in trying to get the word out and explaining to people that mental illness and behavioral issues, it's not bad parenting. It's nothing to do with the way you are at home or the way you raise your parents, or if you're a single parent, or if you're a family, or if you have a female partner instead of a father. They don't discriminate. Mental illness doesn't discriminate. It just is, and we have to deal with it. And it's nothing to be embarrassed about, but you do need help and you do need support, because dealing with these kind of things, especially with me as a single parent, or even with a partner, not knowing why your child's acting the way they are, behaving the way they are. They could come from the most loving, affectionate family, and they have all of this anger, and you don't know why. So organizations like Girls Take Flight, Girl Talk, the Nationwide Children's Foundation, they all help with stuff like that. They help with the research on our website, under 31 Gives. They have parenting, like libraries where you can read blogs and webcasts and podcasts and learn what you can do to help, and what you can do to help your child and help yourself, and where you can go for more help. Here in Manitoba, I know of several places that I always, tell parents to go and check out, because it's been a huge lifesaver for me in my house. So, the heart of who we are is exactly why I chose 31. The other thing I love is that we are all about fundraising. So if you have an organization, or if you have a cause that's close to you and you want to help out, homeless shelters, retirement homes, Ronald McDonald House, cancer care, we have the perfect vessels to help you guys raise awareness and to give back to your community. So I'm just going to show you a couple of examples of what people have done, and what I'm probably going to be doing in January. And if you want to do a fundraiser, please feel free to contact me. I will forego commission to help fill and give back to our community. So I'm just going to show you a couple little things here. So this is our carry-all basket. It's a cute little basket. These are great for children's hospitals. They can be filled with coloring books, crayons, tissue, slippers, toothbrush, toothpaste, hair brushes, small little toys, anything that's going to make that child feel more at home while they're in the hospital. The other alternative, which I actually prefer, is the snap bins. They're just as roomy, but they have these awesome little snaps, and they can attach them to their rails on their beds so that they're easily accessible. These also attach amazing to wheelchairs, to IV poles, because you like to get out and walk around when you can, when you're in the hospital. Knowing from experience when I was in there with asthma as a child. So these are great. The other thing, especially for parents staying at Ronald McDonald House, and they're always going to and from, the hospital, mothers pumping breast milk, needing to take, snacks to get them through the day. We have these great thermals. They are lined with the thermal lining. They can be embroidered whatever way you would like. We have ribbons to support every color, every cause. So they have a little pocket for, cutlery and things to keep ice and your food cold, breast milk cold, which is important. An alternative is our zipper pouches if you don't need to keep things cool. They are also lined, and these are quite large. Again, they can be filled with anything for children, for senior citizens, for cancer care patients while they're sitting there getting their treatments, or dialysis, whatever your cause is, whatever's near and dear to your heart. We can help fill these, get these to the patients, get these to your organizations, and help you give back. And then, of course, we have the big totes, which are quite popular, especially when they go on for special. These can be filled with house coats. These can be filled with, warm clothing and food and everything else. This Christmas season, everybody remembers those in need, and those without a place to stay and a warm place to stay and food in their belly. But those problems are here year round. We also have our cinch stacks, which is also great for those that don't have a place to stay. They can be used as a backpack. They're extremely roomy, and warm clothing, socks, shoes, jackets, blankets, everything fits in here. Amazing. So come January, I am going to be doing an announcement for a fundraiser. So basically, all that I would need from you guys, if you're interested, is to purchase the vessel. From there, I use the commission to buy everything that goes into it, and it gets delivered to the organization or the foundation that we've chosen. If you'd like to do it, same thing. I can help you set up your fundraiser, purchase the vessels for you, even help, donate a little bit of money, and you can, give back to whatever's close to you. My main thing for 2017, my big why, is to look into starting a Girl Talk and Girls Take Flight chapter here in Winnipeg. My daughter will be going to junior high school in a few years, and just seeing how she struggles now at the tender age of 7, I would love to see a couple chapters throughout the city pop up. And basically what it is it's a teen mentoring. So somebody from high school will be mentoring the middle school kids, and it does take the involvement of an adult. So I'm going to be looking into that and seeing exactly how I can reach out and how I can get these things started, because in this day and age, there's still so much stigma around mental illness and behavioral issues, and a child's self-esteem is so fragile and so easily shattered that they need to know that what they're feeling is normal, and that every girl goes through it, and even us as adults go through it, and it's okay, and they're going to be okay, and that there's always going to be somebody there for them to listen to them. So if you have any suggestions and or want to help, feel free to send me a message, and I will gladly take any suggestions and recommendations. So that is why 31 stole my heart. And if you'd like more information, it can be found on our website, www.my31.ca/Crystal Davis. Just search 31 Gives, and all that information will be there for you. Have yourself a wonderful Wednesday. I am going to go see my baby's Christmas concert this evening. So hopefully you guys are having a great Christmas season. Take care, and please think about everything I've said. If you have any questions or comments, please get back to me.